comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no, here comes the.
Anyways, hey, welcome back, guys. We apologize for our brief hiatus we took. We were too busy enjoying ourselves down in Mexico.
Yeah.
But we're going to start this a little different since the holidays are here. We're going to take shots. We're going to take shots.
Finally. Been asking for this all
We're going to actually take shots. We've never done alcohol yet on the show.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning, too. So
It's 11:20. Who's counting?
I'm going with the Crown Peach. Thank you, Real Team, for having that in your fridge.
Yep, same.
And
I think Robin may have put these in there. I'm going with Fireball.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Cheers
they
to,
didn't need these for later. But,
cheers to Thanksgiving and to
Go
Mexico
Lions.
and the Lions. Yeah.
There's a lot of peach.
Yeah, it was.
was not wanting. Oh,
Get the chills.
oh my God! I hit. That with alcohol in your body does not taste good.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh,
All right. Fuck.
oh yes.
All right.
Oh,
So we got a great show for you today. We got 2 weeks to go over for the Leos dominant performances. We got 1 week of dominant performances of the Michigan Wolverines because of a bye week. That's why there wasn't two. We got vacation recap. We got a little Thanksgiving fun. What else the fuck we got on here? Playoff, graphic watch, over-unders, dog of the week, lock of the week. It's going to be a fucking full show here.
How
We'll try to keep it around an hour. We're probably going to go over. But hey, let's start with the number of who wore it best. Cal?
I think I lost privilege last week.
Oh, did you? Mm-hmm. That was 2 weeks ago. There you go, Duff. Bang. Winner, chicken dinner.
what is it?
Fuck, didn't we have that last week? 48?
I think we did at 48
Why didn't it just
very recently.
move? Okay, I'm just going to re-roll it because you guys thought you were good, but...
No.
Comes back.
We've had a lot of-
Solid fucking number. 80.
80. Okay. 80's good. 80's good. We going national or we going local?
It's who wore it best. Who wore it best?
I'll go national.
You got to go Jerry Rice.
I was gonna say Jerry Rice, but I'll go a different route. I'll go Chris Carter.
I'm going to go Braylon Edwards pre-earning the number one at Michigan.
That's nice.
Just for my real fans that remember those days.
I'm trying to think of what other receiver. T.O. didn't wear it. He was 81.
Anquan Bolden, baby.
Golden wore 80. No other sports. What was Weber?
84.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's gross for basketball.
I think it was his year he was born or something.
This is gross. Okay. Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt weren't one of them 80?
Isaac Bruce was 80.
Yep. Holt was 81.
81. 81, 84, and
Moss.
81 or 80 were the
Yeah. For a while there, they were
that
the
was
premium
the numbers.
receiver
Yeah,
numbers.
I think it's got to go to Jerry, right?
Yeah. And Chris Carter's up there. That's it. No.
You searching it right now? Is there anything else you saw in there or no?
Nah,
I'm trying to think if there's any other.
I mean, there's probably some hockey in there, but I don't really care to find hockey. To be
Yeah.
honest.
There's no pitchers that wore
Who wore
80.
it
There's
best?
no.
Derek Mason at Michigan State.
Yeah.
That's wrong. Wasn't
was trying to
Detroit
think-
had Charles Rogers.
I was trying to think what Charles Rogers wore, and I
Ooh.
was like, all I could think of was Michigan State number.
Jeremy Shockey.
Go.
He was
That's
80. I
probably
thought he was
what I'd say.
88.
He
He's 80
played
with the Giants.
played for the Giants and Miami.
Wore number 80. Victor Cruz
Deal.
wore 80
And-
before he went to number. Yeah,
Makes
he wore,
sense.
yeah.
Victor Cruz.
Yeah.
Did a little salsa.
Well, we nailed it.
Fucking crushed it.
Bing bong.
All right. Well, we're gonna go right into the vacation recap.
What do we remember? Not much.
Not much. There's a lot of vitamin T that went around. A lot of drinking. A lot of good time. Duff was still in Mexico last Wednesday. So he took another couple days. That's why we didn't tape last week. And then I had
He's right, you know.
stuff with the dog and all that. So if you could recap our vacay in one word, what would it be?
Electric.
That's a good
You already nailed it. Tequila. Lots of it. Uno más, por favor.
yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say fun.
Yeah.
Just a good time.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
Props, shout out to the Lions too for taking care of business while we were in Mexico. We got to enjoy.
Fuck yeah.
We got to go to one of the bars. We watched the first half of the game, and right when it was getting ugly in the third quarter, the power went out at the place, and it was like perfect timing for us to just go to the pool.
Yep. And it was a pretty nice day. We didn't get a ton of sun, a little overcasty.
Yep.
A lot of drinks went around.
You guys didn't get a ton of
A
sun.
lot of food. Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh, it was a great time. The tacos on demand was fantastic. Kim's like, can we get one of those for our basement?
Yeah, they would literally make the tortillas,
In front of you.
like smash it, put it down, cook it, and then make it a taco for you. Pretty awesome.
Those were clutch.
Yeah.
Also, unlimited 24-hour free room service.
That was insane. Because the last place we went to was not free.
Yeah, every time I went back to my room, there I had a pizza waiting for me.
And you
It
could
was-
use an online source, so while you're at the last place that you're at, you
Yep.
could order it so it would be there by the time you got back to your room.
Yep.
Quite embarrassing. Josh and I were hungry. We wanted to eat. Josh's room servicing wasn't working, so Kim ordered for them. There's 4 of us in our room at this point, just sitting there. 16 plates entered the room. For 4 people.
solid.
But it came in 2 different shifts.
Nice.
So the guy came first with ours, which was like 8 of them.
Yep.
Which is like, oh, okay, there's 4 of you guys, 8.
You each get 2 things.
I hope
and
you
then-
tipped him at least like $2 American.
And then he came back. We gave him a slap on the ass.
I'm pretty sure I gave
Yeah.
him $10.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He came back with another 8, and I was like, Jesus, there's nowhere to put the plates.
Yeah.
Josh Lee was
Put
like
him on the-
embarrassed. He's like, no, there's more
I was
people
like,
coming.
there's more people coming. It's not just the 4 of us.
Jesus.
But yeah, shout out to room service. That was
that was clutch.
coming back, hitting a quesadilla, a burger, a burrito.
That fucking fried chicken burrito was...
yeah.
I think the first time when we all got together for that Tyson fight, I ordered a variety of things, and then from then on, it was literally just pepperoni pizza, pepperoni pizza, pepperoni pizza. I don't even remember ordering half of them. They just
had
kept bringing them.
The
They had a
Mexican pizza was good.
They had a Mexican
That was
pizza
good.
with steak and chorizo
probably
on
should
it.
have. It would-
It
Yeah,
hit.
that pepperoni pizza was just like a microwave pizza.
Oh,
It-
for
It
sure.
was perfect for me.
The last day that we were there, it had like flour on the bottom of it. I don't know what they were
Yeah.
trying to prove, but it was like a powdered fucking donut because
Yeah.
you would take your hand out. What the fuck is this?
Did you guys try the brick oven pizza from
Oh,
the
yeah.
other place?
Oh yeah,
That fucking pizza was incredible.
yeah.
That was the best spot.
So we went to go the next day. There was so they didn't open until 12:30. We walked down at 11:30 because we were going to go down to the beach. There was already a line. An hour? You got in a line an hour early?
Yeah, all inclusive. We had a brick oven pizza place that you could just walk up. Any toppings you want, they'll make it right in front of you, and it was so good.
I think my favorite thing there was the nachos that one day.
Oh, yeah.
I was searching for something crunchy for 2 days. I wasn't getting anything, and those nachos fucking slapped.
Yeah.
Chicken nachos with queso, tomatoes,
What's
pico.
highlight of the trip?
Yeah.
Non-food.
The pool?
And why is it the silent disco?
That's silent.
Have
The
you,
silent disco without question.
have you ever done a
I don't know.
silent disco, people?
The
Like,
foam party was pretty sweet.
the
Too.
foam party was sweet. That's where, yeah.
Right.
That's where my favorite memories come from.
Yeah.
But,
You could just say it. Uno más titty, por favor.
yeah, man, they were everywhere. in
Titties
that-
were
in
out.
that. But
Tits were out.
the silent disco, though, I've only done it twice in my life, and both times were in Mexico, and I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do it again. It was so much fun.
I
Good
will-
good vibes. 3 different DJs.
All right.
They all did their thing.
So if you're listening, go at us on TikTok because I will make a video. I'll make a video of us at the silent disco because I have about 15 of them.
It's so much fun. You're just sitting there having a good time, and then you take the headphones off for a second, and everyone's quiet, and it's kind of awkward, and you're like, put the headphones back on,
Yeah.
just keep vibing out.
But you know, like when you heard the song and you saw your boy, like I saw Callie. Was it I think Mr. Brightside came on.
Yep.
And you didn't have it on that channel, and I like sprinted across the
gotta
bar,
get 'em.
and I
Yeah.
think I
Lock
chest
it
bumped
in.
him
Yeah.
to try to change it for him. Turn
Anyone
the fucking song out. Like
Yeah.
It was so cool because like you didn't know what somebody was vibing to. We knew
Anybody
what
that-
Ty was vibing to.
Yep. Anybody that hasn't done a silent disco, you got headphones that are lit up 3 different colors, 3 different songs, a whole group of people. So all you can see is what color they got on. And you know if you're wearing the same color, you're on the same vibe.
Yeah.
So if a certain song comes on, you see your boy not on that color, you want him to change. We had one of our guys. There was 3 colors. I think it was blue, green, and red. Blue, green were dance party music, mostly American stuff. Red was like Spanish.
All Latino.
No idea.
And
All Latin
he was
music.
locked in on a local, and he wore red the whole night. We were like, change to blue. He's like, no, red, no.
Brother
No,
was-
no, sir.
Yeah.
Brother was vibing.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he had a good time, but such a great time. That was my
It
highlight.
was. No, you're right. That was the highlight.
Disco was good. Fun party
Especially
was good.
walking in to see Brian May just absolutely blacked out, tearing up a dance floor.
Yeah, and
Or-
Annette had so much fun. Our owner that she's talking about trying to have a company party
With those, yeah.
We almost ordered them for tonight.
Yeah.
Janae tried to
Janae-
get them here. We couldn't get
it
them in
was-
time.
Yeah, she did. But you had to have 3 DJs. You had to have,
There's always next year.
yeah, right.
You're
got-
10?
We got time.
Next year's the 10th
10.
anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh,
big-
Oh,
big.
silent disco.
It
we
better
gotta
be
go.
a
big.
fucking
We gotta go
banger
big.
next year.
So overall, vacation was pretty awesome. We had a good time. Sorry for missing a week. But, we had to recover. That's what it is.
I'm still recovering.
I know. It's something. That shot actually felt pretty good.
We are
Brought me
back.
back.
Needed it. Needed it.
Ready to be heard again.
So before we get into football, we got a lot. We're gonna do something fun. We're gonna do a little Thanksgiving food draft here. The food draft is gonna consist of just what you want for Thanksgiving, your favorites. The turkey is going to be included.
Yeah, we all get turkey on our plate.
and you don't need to draft any other supplementary meats. That's just it's there. You got ham, you got turkey, you got
I think I told you, though. I just had one with brisket.
Yeah, because there's a lot better meats out there than turkey. But turkey. All right, so we're
So
gonna
good.
spin for what do you want to spin for? 1 or 3?
1, baby, 1. Give me the first pick.
All right. I don't know this website.
Give me the first pick.
Spinning for.
Did you pick a new spin?
Yeah,
I need it
because I had the
I
other
need
one.
it. Fuck.
Who got it?
Duff.
Duff has the first pick.
Bam, 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 bam.
And then we got me and Cal.
Give me the second pick. Give me
Bam,
the
bam,
second
bam,
pick. Give me
bam,
the
bam,
second
bam,
pick. Give me the
bam,
second
bam.
pick. Yes.
Cal's got 2. I got the back-to-back. Ooh. Well, that's fun.
That's a cute little noise. All right, since I don't know
It's a good thing we get to the buffet before Big Fella does, because
100%.
I got the back-to-back. I'm cool with it.
You do.
I'm
you do.
cool with the double choice.
I'm just going to start because I don't know if it's definitely not making it past him. Stuffing is going on my plate.
fuck.
Stuffing is going on my plate. It wouldn't have made it past you.
Stuffing's my number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Correct. Just give me the bowl. Just give me the plate of it. So
Man,
stuffing is the number 1 overall pick.
So I had our Thanksgiving dinner on on this Saturday. I made it, did all of it, and I came back for a whole plate of stuffing.
100%.
That's
I had it on Saturday.
that's number 1.
I did add another piece of brisket, but sorry, stuffing's number 1. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go mac and cheese then.
Ooh.
It's my only other side
All
that
right.
I really.
So
like.
I got to talk about this because we had a heated argument about it last time. If you take mashed potatoes, do you get gravy or is gravy a separate item?
No, you get the gravy.
We'll let you have it.
You get the
So
gravy.
mashed potatoes and gravy come together as one.
We'll let you have it.
Here's
Unless
the
you're
thing.
gonna use the
Here's
next
the
2 picks on
problem.
them.
Here's the problem with what we did. We all have turkey, so we already have gravy.
Okay. But you can't put on anything else.
What kind of gravy is it?
I can rub the plate with it after. The fuck you mean?
All right, I'm gonna go. This is strictly just because you took stuffing.
Don't do it.
I'm going to take
I'm gonna get it
your
before it gets back
wife's
to
pumpkin fucking cheesecake.
All right.
Just because you took my stuffing. If you want to trade down the line, we can. But I'm going to take that as my dessert.
It's the pumpkin cheesecake.
Yes.
I knew it.
All right. I'll go straight pumpkin pie.
Hey, you calm the
gets
fuck
2.
down. I get 2.
You took the fucking mashed potatoes.
I did
and
not. I
gravy.
just asked.
All right. Well, now he's gonna take it.
And now I might take pumpkin pie to piss you off. No, I'm going to.
Josh's turkey and dessert, baby.
I'm just let's
Turkey
fucking
and
roll.
dessert, baby.
No, I'm gonna go mashed potatoes and gravy.
I
You
fucking
got to.
knew it.
You got to. You got to.
All right. Now I'm gonna take the pumpkin pie.
Yeah. Okay. So you got your dessert. You got your. All right.
You went pumpkin pie?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to go sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
So I got turkey, I got stuffing, I got sweet potato casserole, and he took pumpkin pie, you took the pumpkin pie cheesecake. You can both go fuck yourselves. I'm going to take the apple crisp.
Ooh.
It's a great pie. Great.
And my meal is complete. I don't even care what else I get. Don't need anything else.
The only thing
There is one thing I don't know if you put on there. I don't know if I saw it on there.
I just wrote. I was like,
I know you were
so
typing
right
it down.
So it's back to me. So far, I got turkey, I got the pumpkin pie, I got the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I could go for one more side
Yeah.
or any. I'm torn between two.
You still have one more pick after this.
After?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause we're
I'm
going
gonna
to
go
4.
green bean casserole then.
That was,
All right.
that was my next pick.
Yes.
So
Love stealing picks.
yeah, my plate fucking.
I
blows.
already know what I got on the way back, baby.
That's what
Don't
you get
take
for
it,
starting
don't
with
take
my
it, don't
fucking
take it.
cheesecake, bitch.
Man, that blows. I'm gonna take for leftovers. I'm gonna take some rolls. Make a sandwich. It's gonna be great.
Saddest pick I've ever seen.
and
That's
I'm-
depressing.
He's so upset.
And I'm gonna take some cranberry sauce too to throw on my turkey. Apparently, we're not.
Jeez.
You
We're not
literally
eating,
have no sides.
No, I'm eating turkey and fucking pie. That's all I'm doing.
So
I'm
now
not mad at it.
I got the turkey, I got the green bean casserole, I got the mac and cheese, I got the pumpkin pie for dessert. Give me some deviled eggs.
Give me some cornbread.
I had it on here too.
Did you have
Solid.
cornbread?
I
on
did-
there?
I did have
Okay, I didn't know
cornbread
if you had
on
it
there.
on there.
Now, is there any?
I went rolls though because you can't make a leftover sandwich.
Are
out
there
of it.
anything off? Like,
You're right.
no-
I'm just gonna go get the bread out of the fucking cupboard.
Yeah, right.
do you guys have any random like Thanksgiving traditions or anything that you normally have that
So,
might not be popular?
In the past, we've done like different, like non,
Traditional.
traditional. But we don't.
So-
We have a ham. That's pretty
Yeah.
common though.
Yeah. You guys both know this, but on Saturday after Thanksgiving, we do, since you said mac and cheese, we do a mac and cheese cook-off.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
So if you want to be skinny, you'll never be a part of my family, because we ingest Thanksgiving Thursday and Friday because you do the leftovers Friday, and then we do a mac and cheese cook-off Saturday, and there's about 15 to 20 somewhere in there different mac and cheeses. Tell me you're not trying all 20.
You have to.
Yeah, and it's not a whole plate.
Hey, I had mashed potatoes. Hang on. Let me go back to my plate here for a second. I had mashed potatoes. I got
know
mashed
you did.
potatoes
I
and
know,
turkey.
I know.
see,
Your plate's great.
I have a different.
It's not my
Sat-
best draft.
I have a different.
This might be the first L you took in the draft.
It might be first L.
I have a different Saturday after Thanksgiving tradition.
I mean, we still do that. We
Got
do
it.
that.
I'll
We
just-
do that first, and then we do the other.
Going to the game, baby. But my random Thanksgiving thing is, and I don't know if it's even common. I don't know if anyone's else ever had it, but for my entire life, growing up, you didn't like turkey. Like, it was dry. It wasn't always the greatest. I know there's all these different types of ways, and it's better now. But as a kid, didn't love turkey. But my mom always made this thing, turkey over toast. Phenomenal. And I know it's a leftover thing, but basically it's like turkey, gravy, peas, everything in a pot. Make some toast, put it over the toast. Oh, I will literally tell her, like, as soon as dinner's over, grind that thing up, put it in turkey over toast. I'll eat that right now.
So it's like
There's
when
a
you go to
name
a
for it.
restaurant, it's like an open faced turkey sandwich.
That's it, right?
100%,
It's essentially-
100%.
Yeah, I used to get that at Ramshorn.
'Cause
so
I make
good.
those I do make that
Yeah.
the day after Thanksgiving.
I will
That's
skip
what I eat.
right past the turkey.
I thought
to
you were
that.
going to go into pot pie.
Oh yeah,
Because that's what it sounded like. I was
Yeah,
like,
dude.
oh, fuck. Man.
yeah, man. I mean, it's similar, but she will make that. It could be any time of the year.
I get kind of excited
Turkey
about
over
the,
toast.
the leftovers. So my house has had leftovers at my house all week.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to think of new ways to eat it. What else to do?
Yep.
Never done it, but I've wanted to. I want to put it in an egg roll. Like the whole thing. The mashed potatoes, the stuffing, the turkey, the gravy. Deep fry it.
You gotta
it.
You gotta
And then
do it.
Dip it in gravy. I just haven't done it
What
yet.
are you waiting for?
I don't know.
Do you
I
want
don't-
us to come over?
Probably. I just need someone else to do it because I'll be there eating 15 of them, and my wife's like, "What are we doing for dinner?" I'm like, what do you mean?
This is dinner.
This is it.
Next week on the pod, we try deep fried.
I have a deep fryer.
So I think again, we had smoked turkey on Saturday. Really enjoyed it. It was very good. But I do think the king of turkeys is the deep fry
Deep fried, 100%.
because of the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
100%.
what it
It's
comes
the
down
skin.
to. It's very good. The smoked turkey was awesome, but
You guys know I love smoking everything, and I
right.
smoked a turkey last year. I'll probably do it again this year, but we do it for Christmas.
Yeah.
'Cause we're out of town for Thanksgiving. It's one of my least. I don't want to say least favorite. I love everything smoked, but it is one of my least favorite. Like I'd rather have a whole chicken. I'd rather have ribs. I'd rather have smoked brisket.
Yeah.
I'd rather have smoked pulled pork. Like I'd rather have all of that stuff before smoked turkey.
I can't
And it's
even-
good.
I can't even stand up thinking about your ribs. So
Yeah.
That's number one
we'll
of
get a
all
special show.
things that I eat.
Yeah. Smoked ribs.
smoked
are-
ribs.
Yeah.
And I've
You ever done chicken wings?
Yeah, I did wing. You came over for wings, didn't you?
I don't remember.
I don't know. If the Lions go to
Tommy,
the
you
Super-
want to wingy?
I was gonna say if the Lions go to the Super Bowl, there will be a giant party at my house. So we'll figure that out when the Lions go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Rephrase that.
There's gonna be a giant party on Bourbon Street as well.
It is. I just can't justify spending that much money to go.
There's gonna be people going that aren't getting a ticket. For the record,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people.
It's still gonna be $5,000 just to fucking get there.
And
True, I'm driving.
bourbon will be a blast.
Never been.
Great.
Never been.
I
Heard
can
good
s-
things.
It's in my nose. I can smell it right now.
Bucket list. So
Got it.
It smells like vomit. Just be
Blech.
ready.
It's like a. It's
Oh.
kind of like a wet dog smell, but it's like a wet
I love dogs.
person smell. I don't know.
It's vomit.
Garbage,
It's
vomit.
just
yeah.
vomit.
It's it's delicious.
Picture your worst night.
Yeah.
Ever.
All right. So transition from that, everyone have a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys eat well.
Yes, have a happy Thanksgiving.
We are going to switch to what happens the Saturday after Thanksgiving. One of the biggest games on the schedule that's always circled. That is the game, Michigan versus Ohio State. A 12 o'clock kick. Guys, what's our thoughts?
I don't want to be the guy that's like, yeah, they're gonna do it, but the way they've been playing the last couple of weeks, I don't think Ohio State's that good. Personally, I don't think Will Howard's very good. Now, do I think that we're obviously not a great football team? I mean, that's our record shows that we're not very good. But we all played football. We all had rivalries. We all know what they mean. Mm-hmm. It does not matter what your record is on a rivalry game ever. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter who the better team is either.
That's the thing.
Because how many times have you seen the not as good team
does not
lose
matter.
that game?
Well, it's the same thing. So, like, I watched a video today, and they were talking about greatest Thanksgiving Day rivalries or Thanksgiving weekend rivalries, and Auburn and Alabama are on there. That year, Auburn had the kick six.
Yep.
They only had like 6 wins or
Yeah.
7 wins.
Yeah, they were terrible.
They were terrible.
I mean,
But-
trouble with
so-
the snap. They were
That's-
shit
hey,
too, weren't they?
That same day, Michigan was way underdog to Ohio State, and that's the game that we went to overtime. And we went we went for two
We
to
went for
avoid
2 to
overtime.
avoid.
Devin Gardner.
Yes.
And we lost, I think, 42-41.
Yes.
Like, it happens.
Records don't matter this
I
week.
think my big thing is this is Sharon's first technical season. I know he coached it last year. That wasn't his team.
Yep.
That was Harb's team.
it is.
Does
No,
he
you're
have
right.
his team up for this game? I know they're going to be jacked and all that, but in years past, Ohio State looked like they were more prepared for that game. The past 2-3 years, Michigan looks like they were more prepared. So it's gonna. I think it's gonna come down to him on does he have them ready?
So the last thing I'll say about it is this senior class, they have a chance to beat Ohio State 4 times for the first time
Yeah.
in our lifetime.
Is it four?
There's-
21, 22.
And
23
23
we beat them last
and-
year. This is
this will be the fourth
This is
straight.
24.
And if you count the COVID year, so they've never lost to Ohio State.
Correct.
There's not a player on Ohio State team that's ever beat Michigan.
correct.
Because of COVID year, we didn't play. You're right.
Yeah, because there was no game. So and that's the thing. So that being said, all of the pressure, all of it, is on Ohio State. Sure, Sharon, you can say what you want about him being the first year coach. It's been a tough year.
We
The
still
pressure is on Ryan Day. This is the first time in the last 4 years that Ohio State clearly has the better team. Ohio State's at home. Ohio State has things on the line that Michigan doesn't have on the line.
When you're in, pretty much. for
So
them.
for Michigan,
Mm,
like I laughed
They can
last
do-
year when people said, "Oh, Ryan Day's going to get fired when he loses to Michigan." No, he wasn't. Last year, Michigan was the better team. Michigan was playing at home. Like anyone that thought Ohio State was going to win last year was out of their mind because all signs pointed towards Michigan. Now this year, it's the opposite. Ryan Day, he's got to win this. So Michigan looked awesome this past weekend against Northwestern. That's the best game they've played all season. I know Northwestern sucks. But if we played that game, we beat Illinois. We beat Indiana. We probably beat Washington. If the team that showed up versus Northwestern shows up all season, we might have 2 losses, Oregon and Texas, and this is a very different tone to the season.
I just want to see that confidence and swagger that they've had the past 2 years. You went into that game and they thought they were winning it.
Yeah, and
when you go from 2012 to whatever 2020.
Yep.
They didn't look like they were ready for that game. Like they did.
Yep.
It was there. What was it? 08 where they were 1-2 or whatever.
Yep.
They were ready. But I'm just saying, like,
I'm big on how games start, and I'm big on especially on the road. And then I go back to 2 years ago, and if you remember, that game didn't start great for us. Blake Corum was hurt. We couldn't get out of the backfield. Ohio State scored first. And I was there, and I'm thinking, oh, shit, here we go. And then Cornelius Johnson breaks 2 long touchdowns, and we dominate the second half. But we go into this game, and I'm still going to say it. How's this game going to start? Because if it gets out of hand early, it could get ugly. We don't have the offense to get in a shootout.
No.
All year I've been hoping the defense has been better. They have been much better the last 2-3 games. I think Wink's finally starting to adjust to the college game a little bit.
I just need him
to.
I need him to adjust, man. We can't go man to man shooting blitzes
That's
against
the thing.
Ohio
It's
State.
crazy to me is that we're playing without the best corner
That's
in the
it.
nation.
It's wild.
We had true freshmen playing at safeties.
Yeah.
We had a nickel playing corner.
The last 2 weeks, our best corners never played outside
right.
corner in his life.
Right.
Like Keon Sabb.
Well, and Barry's playing.
Oh, I mean, sorry, Keon Sabb's in the band.
Yeah.
Zeke Berry.
Zeke Berry.
And even last week, Jair Hill didn't play much until something's going on there. So literally, our top corners are all down, but they got to figure it out this week. You can't get by against Ohio State.
Amir
with
Hall
corners.
starting to look better.
Yep.
Like these guys are making strides.
You still got Mason Graham. You still got Kenneth Grant. You still got Josiah Stewart.
I think that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to those first-round big boys against a depleted offensive line of Ohio State.
Yep.
And if they can have pressure, cause havoc in that game,
That's
Ohio State's got fucking talent on offense.
D-line versus O-line's
And
the only mismatch that we can really exploit.
And they need to be there.
Yep.
They need to be there.
And our linebackers need to tackle because they do have 2 good running backs.
Yep. If they aren't getting home and Will Howard has time, and I'm not big on Will Howard either. I think they might have actually been better off this year if they kept McCord a year or 2 in the system. But Will Howard, you still got the stud receivers. You can't give him time.
100%.
Can't put him on islands. So
they have 3 good receivers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always. They always have 3 good receivers.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, you could say whatever about wide receiver use. Ohio State's producing fucking talent.
They've taken over wide receiver U.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they have. But
So it's going to be really interesting to see. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be there again, and it's going to be
I hate hearing the narrative like, oh, their season's over. I'm not even going to watch the game. Bullshit.
Out of your mind, yeah.
How are you not watching this game?
Yep.
Like, there's no way. I mean, if it's a blowout, man, maybe you might not tune into the fourth. I'm locked in front to back. This is the game that you want to watch. You've been waiting all season for. Why would we not be fucking tuned in?
So that's I'm in the same boat. So every year we do the mac and cheese cook-off on Saturday, and it starts at 4:00. My cousins, they're like 20 minutes from us. Last year, every year, I'm late. I will not leave the TV because I've done the same thing. We've had Thanksgiving up north since I was 7, 8. Every Saturday of Thanksgiving, I'm watching the game in the same fucking spot. I'm not changing it. I'm not doing it, no matter what. And again, like I said, records don't matter this weekend.
Yep.
They don't.
Well, you go back to the 90s and everything, and through the history of the rivalry, there's been so many times that the teams ruin the other team's chances.
Mm-hmm.
And it's right there. I mean, before we leave Michigan, how Bryce Underwood, big news this last week.
So that was the other. That
was the start of it, man. They got Bryce, then they blew out Northwestern.
Yep.
And it's like it was changed.
Yep.
Your feeling about Michigan, man.
Well, so for me, it's like the other reason I look at this is like you have a great recruiting class coming in. Mm-hmm. Those that keep an eye on it, their recruiting class coming in is fucking insane. It's probably the best
they've had in a while, yeah.
I mean, the best I've seen Probably.
It's only going to get better here in the next few days.
But that's what
That's the thing.
Sharon was known for too, right? His recruiting.
He's
good
that was like-
relationships. Yeah.
Right.
he develops relationships. So that's my thing with like that's another part of this game is you go out and you beat your rival in a game you're not supposed to win. Yes, we're going to a bowl game, but the seniors are going to be gone.
Yep.
So this is the first chance those underclassmen get okay, we beat our rival. We're going into a bowl game where we're all going to play. We're getting ready for next year.
Yep.
And I think that's just how you have to look at it too. I think we talked about it on another one too. Is like that is the bowl game is no longer that team.
Yep.
No.
That is the snap of what next year is going to look
100%.
like.
Fans really got to wrap their head around that because you better believe whatever bowl game we make this year, Will Johnson, Colston Loveland, Mason Graham, they aren't playing. They shouldn't play. Anybody that obviously they have their own choice, but anyone that feels some type of way about them not playing is out of their mind. Like the game doesn't matter. What the game for them it doesn't. Now what the game does matter for is like we said, you got a lot of underclassmen. You even got some early enrollees. Like they're saying Bryce Underwood's going to be able to practice with the squad through bowl practices. That's huge because so come that bowl game, it's a preview of next season. It's getting those guys experience. It's it's your spring game before your spring game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
When you're in season form.
Yep.
You
The people that are going to get mad, get over it. Things have changed.
That's how it is now.
Changed
If you're not in the playoff, your game does not matter.
I know we brought it up before too. The noon kick.
It'll
How-
change.
how do you feel
eventually,
about it?
I think it'll eventually change. It's not. I love it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I'm okay with the noon kick. I'm more on the location of the game because it could go Ohio State, Michigan, and then again Ohio State, Michigan.
Well,
two
that's
nights
where I
later.
think the game will change. I don't think the time needs to change, but I do think the timing of the game, the date of the game will change.
in the schedule midway through. I don't know. I don't know where you put it.
Yep, and that's my thing. I don't know if it. I know damn well it'll never change until it happens. Like until you actually see that 2 or 3 games in a row.
Correct.
That's going to force it, and it
Right.
would have happened a couple years ago.
Because
but-
my thing is that they played how it became so big is they played their at the end of the year because they came down to them two.
Well, I think-
it was the big two and the others, right?
Correct.
So
probably the last 3 years now, it's come down to if one team would have beat the other, they would have played back-to-back weeks.
Right.
Like so yeah, it's gonna happen.
On here it says that they were tied for first in the Big Ten in 21. 22 was 1 and 2. 23 was 1 and 2.
Yeah,
So
that's like it would have happened.
right, and then if you go back to 19, it was 1 and 3, 1 and 1, 1 and 4,
Yeah.
1 and 3. Like
Now, obviously, add in the other teams that are new now, but still,
Right.
it's going to happen eventually.
right.
But I think that's going to force their hand, and that's going to really ultimately make the decision. I don't see them doing anything preemptive.
Yes.
They'll be like,
I agree.
whatever, no
I
big
agree.
deal. But yeah, it's going to be. I would hate to see us get to a point where they're playing, and we both know that the game doesn't mean as much as it does next week, and it doesn't mean nearly as much as what it would mean, in a
Right.
few weeks. But
Right. It's not like people are going to sit out of it because it's still the game, but I would like to see it mean more middle of the year. They're all going at it, you know, and then we see them again at the end of the year.
yep, 100%. But
Because there's no conferences now.
Yep.
So
Right. All right.
they're going to figure it out too.
You got anything else to touch on Michigan? I mean, they did dominate against Northwestern. We didn't really touch about that. Had the bye week, but I think that's a wrap for them. Which brings us to the number 1 team in the NFL, the Detroit Lions.
Oh my God, that still sounds crazy to hear it.
They fucking prison pounded the Jacksonville Jags and came out and beat a decent Colts team by, what was it,
it
18?
was comfortably.
That's a hilarious thing. We beat them 24-6.
And
And
it
there's fans that are like,
just-
they didn't look good enough. Like, shut up.
They
Oh.
didn't play. I mean, they played well.
Indies had
Yes.
2
Ju-
games all season that weren't a one-score game. So in the other one, they lost by 10.
Yeah.
We beat them by 18 at home.
We've
Come on
given
now.
up 0 touchdowns in 10 quarters.
Yep.
What do you want
Yep.
as fans?
And
See,
we're
that's
just keep it-
like Callie said.
And we're so banged up.
I've heard the same thing like from the Indy game. They didn't look good. Indy left 14 points on the board or 21 points on the board. If you look at us, We left 14.
We took the foot off. We took our foot off the gas, and there's a reason for it. Like we played again in 4 days. Like you already got guys getting banged up. You had a 3-score lead. Take the foot off the gas.
Everyone was nervous about Monty and CD, and I'm like, they're precautionary.
Get out of there.
You don't need to play anymore. We're good.
Yep.
Gibbs will handle the rest of this.
Yep.
Let's roll through here. Try to get healthy for Thursday.
Yep.
Well, that was another one. Was St. Brown started returning punts. People are like, we got to have somebody else. We do. He's the emergency guy.
Yeah, he's the guy.
I would have liked him to see him fair catch everything, but
He's not going to do that.
He's done
He's
it over
not
the
that
years
guy.
too.
He's not that guy.
but he's our emergency guy because we
Yeah.
know he can go in there fucking blindfolded and catch punts.
Yeah,
And
and I mean,
that's kind of player he is.
You'll still see him from time to time in big moments. That go back if Khalif's not back. But coach did say that it'll probably be somebody that starts the game this week. I'm curious if it's someone that they bring up. Maybe you still got DPJ on the practice squad. He caught punts.
Is he on the practice squad? I thought.
Yeah.
He's still on the practice
He's in the
squad.
practice squad.
Jameson Williams has done punts. I wouldn't put him back there either for the same reason I wouldn't put St. Brown. So we'll see who they do. My guess is probably Viaki, Sian Vaki.
Yeah.
I think he returned punts in college, and they drafted him to be a special teams weapon.
He fucking did everything in college.
Yeah,
He's filled in on our team too.
Yeah.
All over the place.
So
He hasn't been a running back yet, but
yeah. And in my gut is him, unless they really aren't confident in anybody, then it'll still be St. Brown, and they'll probably be super cautious with him.
Monty, selfishly, I need you to play for fantasy reasons because J.K. Dobbins is also hurt.
He's playing against. He's playing. He said he's playing.
JK's back too.
It's a matter. No, Dobbins is out. They said today.
Oh, did they?
Sprained knee out for a couple weeks. I just was picking up waiver wire this morning.
Of course, he against the Ravens is when he gets hurt too.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Yep. Couple weeks, and nothing major like before, but a couple weeks sprained knee. Montgomery though, against his former team, I think he has a little day tomorrow. So
Yeah. I mean, the big thing that's been going around is just how the crowd's been.
yeah,
How obviously we knew that because of how close the Colts were that we were going to take over that stadium, and like I said, they don't talk about it much on the radio. I listen to the radio, I watch it, but you don't hear the crowd noise as much. And it was when they announced Dan Skipper, because that's what they do at the home games, and as soon as they announce it, everyone cheers. And the fact that I could hear it on the broadcast on the radio when they announced Dan Skipper, and then I could hear the crowd, I'm like, that's got to be 50-50 in there. It was loud.
There was a point where the Colts had a 4th down conversion they were trying to get, and usually the crowd gets quiet. The crowd just got super loud, and then when they didn't get it, it was such a loud cheer that I was like, did they get it? Did they not get it? I don't know.
Were you there?
No, I wasn't. It just
From here on.
yeah, and that was on TV, and then Channy was there, sent a video of walking through the concourse.
Yeah, that
and
was incredible.
Probably 90% of the fans we saw were.
I mean, it was before the game, so I know that I would think more Lions fans are in there than the typical Colts fan. But I mean, he was walking for 2 minutes, and there was like 3 Colts fans.
He said 60-40.
Which is incredible. Incredible. I mean, and it's not just they're there; they're impacting the game, and it's great.
Goff said that in his interview.
Yeah, so did Campbell. You love to see it. I love that you see Gibbs and Monty popping in on Goff's interview. They're just having fun. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And St. Brown said it on his podcast too. He's like, we're just having fun. You don't see other teams like this. Like, we mean all fucking business, but we're also having fun when we do it.
And they're unselfish. Like, it doesn't matter who gets theirs. Everybody seems so happy for each other, and every week. I mean, there's been plenty of weeks where everybody gets theirs, but it doesn't matter that somebody did this week, somebody didn't. They're so much fun to watch. I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow. I hope they put it on display for. There's always some people that watch on Thanksgiving that don't necessarily watch a lot of the seasons. A lot of family members, and let's be honest, they haven't had the best displays on Thanksgiving lately. So.
I mean, I'm going to pull it up because I just sent it to my dad.
Well, 7 in a row.
I think that's what it was.
They
lost 7 in a row.
It's kind of hard to believe because I feel like we've done better. But, yeah, 7 in a row, including the Bears in there a couple times. And let's face it, they were games that we should have beat the Bears. So,
yeah. I mean, this week's really tough if you want to look at, we're playing on a short week. We're playing 3 games in 11 days.
Yeah. I don't expect a blowout. I don't expect what we've been seeing.
I don't either.
Lost to Green Bay last year by 7. Sorry.
And they were beating us up.
The Bills, we should have won that game. Lost by 3.
Yep.
Lost by 2 to the Bears. Got blown out by Houston.
Yep.
Lost by 4 to the Bears.
The best thing about that Houston blowout, though, was that was the dagger and fired Matt Patricia. I remember that.
Yep.
The 7 to the Bears, 7 to Minnesota. I mean, and then we won. But, man, that's rough.
Yep.
So, like, Goff said it a couple weeks ago, and, you know, they were walking off the field, his 5-interception game against Houston. He said, we're just different. So I'm not looking at that stat thinking anything because this team is 1,000% different in every aspect of football. Like, I just look at this team and they're so fun to watch.
There. And
They're
you
so fun.
and
They
you could
have
honestly
so much fun playing.
You
football.
could honestly look at it. It's like they're not going to lose another game because what adversity can hit them that they're not prepared for?
Yeah.
There isn't.
They
you
lost.
know?
Arguably, he was going to be in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. He's still like 6th in sacks,
I know. It's
and
just
he
crazy.
hasn't played in 6
He's
weeks.
played 5 games.
He's still like 3rd in pressures. He's played in 5 games.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aaron Glenn. Just been,
That's the thing. Like
Who-
he's going to have to do it again this week because
I think that's the big question. Who's-
Vildor didn't look great. I think Arnold is playing this week. I thought I saw.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Carlton Davis is questionable. Now does Mosley play because he's
yeah,
back?
because he's back, right?
I was curious to hear that they said Mosley's going to bounce around, too. He's going to play outside corner, nickel corner, slot. He's going to bounce around everywhere.
But that
We'll
means
see where he
that-
fits.
Because they're trying to find a spot.
I was
You
going
know
to
what
say
I
that
mean?
means a Meek's going to bounce around.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, Melon Fondu's back. I know he's not a corner, but he's a safety, and
That's
that can
nice.
move.
That's
That can
nice.
move branch around.
Right.
Yep.
My big question is who's been the better coordinator?
It's tough.
Going into the year, you're just like Ben Johnson's the guy.
Well,
and it's like
When
what?
you give up 0 touchdowns in 10 quarters in the National Football League,
Yeah. Ben Johnson's Ben Johnson.
you're a dog.
Aaron Glenn's doing a little bit more with less.
Yes.
and
That's
his
unimpressive.
sideline fucking memes have been
Yeah.
The fucking this one.
the one. Yeah, just chilling, just another day at the office. You know.
And then the one with his glasses fogged up.
Fogged up.
Aaron Glenn at a Diddy party.
Yep.
That was my favorite.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good shit. All right, you got anything else about the Lions you want to touch other than just being fucking amazing?
10-1,
I
man.
love it. Let's just keep it fucking rolling.
Unreal.
The other thing that Campbell said, he's like, hey, you know, we got a lot of guys that have been playing here a long time. How many of you won, 9 games in a row? No? No one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing some pretty sweet shit here.
Yep.
I love it, just to put it in perspective.
That was they scored every time they touched the ball
Yeah,
against
man.
the Jaguars. Mm-hmm. Like we didn't talk about that game
Yeah,
very much.
Fox didn't punt.
because we were gone.
I was actually laughing. This past game, they gave Fox a game ball after the Colts game in the locker room video, and they always they have the player do a quick little speech, and they
Right.
threw the ball to Fox, and he just said your typical like, you know, love this team, thanks guys. But
All right.
I was just like waiting for him to talk, and I was like, I hope he says like, thanks for letting me play this week.
Yeah.
But no.
I actually got to play instead of just hold the ball. All right, we're going to get into the NFL playoff graphic watch. A few things might have changed on you guys' board. What we're going to do here, we're just going to roll down by the division, who you think's going to win it, and then who your wild cards are going to be. Just a little bit different than the top 10s because everyone kind of had the same thing. So we are going to go with who is going to come out of the NFC East. Who do you got?
Hate it, Philly.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Hope they lose every week.
They caught fire at the right time.
I just think it just took them a little bit to play well. Like, they're great. Saquon's incredible.
He's so
Like
good.
there's really nothing that you can say that's bad about them. Are you nervous to play them?
They're the one team that I don't want to get the home field advantage. So I'm hoping they lose every week. They play the Ravens this week. I hope that's a loss for them.
Comeback game. I agree.
And one of the mysteries in life in football is what the hell happened to that team last year? Because
Yeah.
they started the season well, coming off of an
Oh,
NFC.
because they had Patricia.
They just completely fell apart as a team last year.
And that's that same fucking team.
He is just a cancer.
He
just
is.
plagues
He
everything.
is. Yeah. NFC West. That is the toughest division. Not because of they're all good. It's because they're all mediocre.
Yep.
We got Seahawks actually leading it right now. Cardinals, Rams, Niners. Niners just lost again. Who you guys got coming out of there? I did have.
I think the Niners are done personally.
Do you?
I mean,
I don't think Brock Purdy's playing this week again.
I don't think so. But I still think they're still only one game back. They're still there.
The problem is they play a tough game this
They
week,
look
too.
terrible
They
without
did.
Brock Purdy.
They did.
I forgot. Let me look who they play. They play... Someone might be able to put the dagger on them.
It's a Sunday night game.
They play the Packers. Nope, they play
No.
the Bills this week.
At Buffalo.
Bills, Bears, Rams, Dolphins, Lions, Cardinals.
It's tough in the schedule to turn around and make a run.
Yeah.
But my gut says 49ers, but based on that, fuck, man. Next, I'd want to say Rams, and they're also behind. I'm still gonna give it to the Rams.
See, that's
Maybe
the
they'll come
fun.
back.
That's the funny thing. I got the Cardies.
I have the Cards as well.
I got the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's fucking funny, man. That it could be anyone. I got the Cards
You can flip
coming out
a
of
coin
there.
on this one.
NFC South. I think this might have changed a lot of people's minds this week. Falcons are still leading that division 6-5. Again, another kind of shitty division.
Still, outside of the Lions, he's my favorite player in football. Baker Mayfield.
He's got his number one target back. Baker's still doing Baker things, throwing up the
That was incredible.
his interview afterward was phenomenal as well about cutlets, and he's like, "Oh, New York people like that, right?" It's just
You know what you were doing.
It's just Baker
You
being
know what you
fucking
were
Baker.
fucking doing.
I love it. I'm also taking the Bucks out of that division. I think that the Falcons are going to fold. They might be a wild card, but I think that the Bucks are going to win that.
I'm torn because the Falcons, but they've already started folding. Like the last couple of weeks have been nasty for them.
Mm-hmm.
I picked them as a lock last time they had Denver, and they lost 38-6. Like
Denver's that surprise team, man.
no one loses to Denver 38-6.
Mm-hmm.
So give me the Bucks too.
Yep. NFC North, I think we're all on board with that. That's Leo's hands down.
Pack.
Stop it.
What are you packing?
This is where it
Talk
comes
about
down to is wild card. So I believe I had the Bucks on there last week. I had the Manders.
I still have the Manders on there.
I do too. I think they're going to make the playoffs, but I have adjusted it. Man, Packers and Vikings, they got some dubs, man. 9-8.
Does anybody have anything other than Commanders, Vikings, Packers?
No.
Because it's the way it's looking.
I mean, the only other team that could do it would be the Falcons. But they're 3 games up on them.
the Vikings and Packers just keep.
I know.
Like that's the thing.
fucking
Like again, we've never been like top of the division. It's always been like, okay, can we get to 10 wins and we might be able to make a wild card?
So
They have 9.
I know.
Vikings are 9-2. Packers are 8-3. Like what the fuck?
the reality right now. If the Commanders keep winning, the NFC South and the NFC West are playing for the playoffs. There's not going to be a wild card from either of those.
No.
divisions. So they should both be rooting for the Commanders to lose every game they can because that's the only way that any of those divisions are getting 2 teams in. But
Yeah,
I think the Packers and the Vikings.
the Lions play Packers and Vikings, so that's
we beat them both. They're 9-3, 8-4. They're still
right. They're
they
right
just
there.
Keep stacking wins.
Right, but what I'm saying is how dominant the Lions have been. If they come up with a bad Sunday, they could fucking lose the division.
Yeah,
which how that's just crazy.
Yep.
That's how good our division is.
That's how good they are. All right, so we're gonna switch to the AFC. I think everyone's all on the same board with this. AFC East. I have the Bills coming out. Patriots are trash. Jets are trash.
It's the Bills.
Dolphins. They might make a run, but it's also getting to cold season.
Yeah, it's the
They
Bills.
can't play. AFC West, I have the Chiefs, which also pretty good damn division there. 7-4, 7-5. Chargers and Broncos. You guys got the Chiefs coming out of there as well.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll go AFC South. I still have the Texans coming out of there. No one's shown me
Such a bad division.
no one's shown me anything in there.
I lost a pretty big parlay on the Texans losing to the fucking Titans at home, but they're still going to win the division.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then I think this is the most challenging on who's going to win this. You got the Steelers at 8-3, Ravens at 8-4. I think the Steelers have the tiebreakers over the Ravens too, right? They beat them.
They do.
Beat 'em head to head.
And then the Bengals just finding ways to lose, and they're 4-7. That's just that's wild to me.
Unfortunately, I think the Bengals are dead.
I think they're out too now. I think it's too many games to come back from.
They probably got to run the
they
table.
have to run the table.
They'd have to run, and then you'd need losses from the other teams.
Correct.
And I mean, looking at that, I mean, Ravens, they're probably already in.
You have a 1,000-yard receiver on your team already, Jamar Chase, and Burrow is damn near perfect as far as this
But an incredible season.
quarterback rating.
Incredible season.
And you're losing. Should have gave us Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah. Who do you have winning the AFC North? Who do you have winning it? Because I don't think we said that.
I got the Ravens finding a way.
I think the Ravens are going to find a way.
I mean, we know the Ravens and Steelers are both getting into the playoffs, but I just the Ravens are a better team.
I agree. I think the Ravens are better. But they do have to be a game up on them, right?
Yep.
So I think that does happen. I do have the Steelers making the playoffs. I have the Chargers. I did take off the Bengals. I don't think it's going to happen. And I put on Duff's pick, the Broncos.
Can't believe it, but it's looking like it.
Dude, Bo Nix is playing. I mean, he's the front runner for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
He's playing
Which is incredible
he's
because
playing unbelievable.
who thought that?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I thought he would be good.
Yeah.
I thought he was better than Caleb Williams, just as a complete quarterback. That's just me looking at the position.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels is the one that.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
But Bo Nix is doing everything. Did you see that video of him
Talking shit.
talking shit?
Yeah, that's my favorite video of him all season.
His eyeballs are like this big. All you can see is the whites of his eyes, and he says, "I fear nothing."
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's a psycho playing
Yeah,
quarterback for you.
I love it.
He's talking shit to a D end.
Nah.
What's wild to me with him too is like he was so average at Auburn, and it wasn't even not just his production; it was like the skill set. There was nothing about him at Auburn that I was like, "Wow, this guy is actually pretty good." And then Oregon, he put up the numbers, but it still wasn't like flashy. It wasn't like it was.
They had so much speed where it was like quick.
Yeah, he didn't
slants
have
that
to
they
do
were
a lot.
taking to the house.
And now I'm like, oh man, he's been really gifted. Like he's actually a really good athlete. He's running all over the place. He's got a good arm. Like he's showing me things that I never saw from him before, and it's super impressive.
I think they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah. I agree.
That division's tough.
It is. Not as tough as the North, but
It's probably the second best division.
but I
in football.
agree. And to think of it like, Chiefs are yeah. I love it.
North.
I'm excited. I'm excited for fucking playoff football, man. I just really am. All right, we'll go into our I guess what do we call this? Over under for the week going into
I
vacay.
have no idea what we did.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to read it all off because I don't remember anything either. Week 11, it was against the Jags. The Pistons were playing the Raptors, and the Red Wings were playing the Ducks. We had Goff's passing yards, so remember that. That was 412. Versus the Pistons versus Toronto's final scores together. That was nowhere close.
Goff just blew him out of the
And Duff took points. Don't remember it, but that's what I have here. We both took Goff. Duff took points. Lions sacks versus Red Wings final. Just the Red Wings final score. We only had one sack. It was who was it? It was a half and a half. Campbell and Smith.
Yeah, it's Darius.
You guys both had sacks. I took goals, which the Red Wings scored 4. They lost that game 4-5, but they had 4 goals. Red Wings goalie saves versus the quarterback, whoever was the starter. Pass attempts, it was 23-29. The pass attempts is what won. Callie and I took that. You took saves.
Whew.
So I don't know what was going on with Duff. He was doing something.
I was focused on vacation.
Yeah, I think it's what it was because Duff's been pretty just
I was focused on
yeah,
vacation.
he focused on it. Jack Campbell tackles, which do you count assists?
Half.
So that's what I did.
Yep.
Okay, good call. Jack Campbell tackles versus Isaiah Stewart's rebounds. At that, Campbell only had 6 tackles,
He did his best, though.
which is wild.
Yeah.
Second on the team. We all took Campbell. Stewart had 7 rebounds.
Fuck.
So we all lost that one. Gibbs receiving yards versus Cade's points. Gibby's had 54 yards. Cade only had 15 points. Another Callie and I took that. Duff did not.
Over.
No, you had 1. You took the J-Mo.
That's fair.
J-Mo. Oh, I didn't say that one. J-Mo versus Christian Kirk in receiving yards. Christian Kirk didn't even play.
Yeah.
J-Mo had 124.
J-Mo.
Boom.
J-Mo won that one.
J-Mo won that one. Monty rushing yards over ETN. We shut ETN down to 27 yards. Monty at 75. St. Brown TDs versus Larkin. St. Brown had 2. Larkin had no goals. Duff was the only one that took that. Defensive special teams touchdown. Callie said it was going to happen.
Fuck.
Didn't. And then Lions interceptions versus Dern's assists. That was a tie. 1-1. So, came to, I actually won for, I think, the first time this year. I had 7. Duff had 4. Kelly had 5, putting us, I'm at 55 in last place. Kelly's at 57.
Let's go.
Second place, and Duff still with a huge lead at 63.
Not last place.
Not in last place. All right. So we're going to try to roll through this quickly here. We got Goff's passing yards. I'm not going to compare it to any games because he's just been fucking throwing that pill. Over 265.
Under.
Give me the over.
I'm going over as well.
We are absolutely pounding the football.
I think we'll do that still. Bears.
Why not both?
Bears final score. Just the Bears. Or Cade Cunningham's points.
Cade's points.
Cade's not playing.
He is. Hang on.
Is he playing?
Pistons versus Sixers on November 30th.
Okay, he's playing.
Cade's
At
Cade.
home.
Cade.
And then
I know he's not playing tonight, but he'll play the 30th. I believe in him. Give me Cade.
I'm also taking Cade. Fuck. Bears. This one's just been good. Red Wings goalie saves versus Caleb Williams pass attempts.
Caleb's going to chuck that.
He's going to have to pass so much because DeAndre Swift ain't getting out of the backfield.
I'm going to take saves.
You should have took Swift.
J-Mo versus DJ Moore. Who will have more receiving yards?
Ooh.
Right?
Receptions, I know.
Nope.
Yards, I don't know.
Yards.
I think J-Mo gets a big one tomorrow. Give me J-Mo.
He needs a big one in order to win this because Moore's going to have the volume. I'm trusting in J-Mo.
I'm taking J-Mo as well.
Because he's getting one. He's due for a big one again.
Gibbs rushing yards. Wait, why does it say that? That shouldn't say that. St. Brown catches versus Jalen Duren's rebounds.
Duren.
Fucker. Duren.
Dirt.
I thought I was going to get you guys on that.
You should take St. Brown.
Fine, I will. I'll take St. Brown.
Let's go.
Monty's rushing yards versus Swift's rushing yards.
Monty.
Swift is going to rush for 12 yards.
Because of how good our defense has played. So I like this because we're split, right? We have 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think it's good.
They do too now. Roshan Johnson.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, we got Sonic and Knuckles. Come on.
We
now.
do. I'm just saying, Roshan Johnson. They have not used, and all of a sudden they use him, and now he's fucking scoring.
Caleb's been running a lot too lately.
For his life.
All right, we're all taking Monty on that one. Lions sacks versus Red Wings final score.
We're eating Caleb up. Lion sacks.
Wings. They're going to score 4 again. Watch.
And we're having 6 sacks.
They're going to fuck me and get shut out.
I think I'm going to go sacks as well.
It doesn't matter. Did you watch Caleb Williams in the pocket?
Yeah, he's all over. I think he's the most sacked quarterback in the league, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
he had 12 seconds in overtime to throw a ball and got sacked. Took a sack.
That's
12 seconds to throw a ball, and you took a sack
yeah, he sucks.
for like an 18-yard loss, too.
It was pretty bad. Even worse is the kicker.
Lions TDs. Amount of touchdowns scored, or Jaden Ivey's assists.
They're going to tie at 4. Can I pick that?
That would be that's 2 points if that that's 2 points if it hits.
I'll put tie. 2 for 2 points.
I'm taking Ivy's assist.
I'm going for it. I'm going to fucking take my chance at the tie.
I'm going to take the Leos.
If this happens.
It's going to be big for you. Will there be a defense or special teams touchdown for the Lions?
No.
Yes.
I will say no. And the last one, because I was stupid and didn't write it here, Gibbs, all-purpose, $1.25.
Under.
Fuck. Under.
You know I got to take that over.
Oh, you like fun this week.
I like fun. Save it. Count it. Pow.
All right, we're going to jump over to the picks. I had to go back and look these up. We actually all had pretty good weeks. Kaylee and I both went 7-1. Josh went 6-2. So we had good weeks. That brings the totals to I am 44-30. Josh and Kaylee are both 39-34. We have a lot of football games this week because there's 3 games tomorrow. So we'll save our boys for last. So let's jump over. Giants with Tommy Cutlets against another backup in the Cowboys. Cowboys are favored 3.5.
What a gross game.
Yeah. I'm going to take the Cowboys because they did just beat the Manders, and I think they looked fairly decent. And the Giants
3.5?
3.5.
They're saying DeVito might not even play either. Might be what's his name?
Drew Lock.
Yeah. So that being said, I'm with the Cowboys as well.
Me too.
Okay.
Giants are trash.
Rounding out Thursday night football on Thanksgiving, Miami is at the Pack, -3 Packers. I'm taking Miami because I want them to win. I'm willing that to win.
No, Miami can't win in the cold. I'm taking the Packers.
I really want Miami as well. And the Packers dominated the 49ers without a quarterback. They got to come back down to earth. They got to. But I'm going Packers.
And then Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock, not enough points. Raiders plus 12.5 at the Chiefs. Chiefs off a bye week, correct?
No.
No,
They played last week.
they did play last week.
Gimme.
Who'd they play? They look good, too. Mahomes looked good.
They played the Panthers and they almost lost.
Yeah, they did
should've
not.
They
lost.
did look good. He looked good in the first half.
Bryce Young looked good for the first time
That's
in
what
his
it was.
career.
He had 3 touchdowns in the first half. That's right.
That being said, give me. Wait, who the fuck's the Raiders quarterback right now?
It'll be Desmond Ritter.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs.
I was going to go Raiders.
12?
And a half.
I forgot Minshew broke his collarbone.
I'm sorry, that's
Amir Abdullah can't do it.
again.
Go
He had
on,
a
Chiefs. I know,
game,
I
dude.
know.
I fucking hate it, but give me the Chiefs. I feel like, got to.
No, I'm going to take Raiders. Too many points.
Desmond Ritter.
Sunday night football, the Niners at the Bills, -7.
Not enough.
Not without a quarterback.
Not enough. Bills.
Bills.
Monday night football, Browns at Denver. Denver -5.5. They can play in the cold,
Browns at Denver.
and Denver is going to win by a touchdown.
Jameson.
Give me the fighting Jameses.
Have you heard his commentary, man?
Yeah, man.
Did you see the offsides one?
He's
I fucking love him.
he's
man.
going nuts right now.
Come on, jump off sides.
He's going right nuts right now. Black
Somebody
Friday's
jump
coming
off
up.
sides.
I'm taking Denver.
He was leaving the game. I'm going on Amazon. I'm gonna order something. It's gonna be on my porch by the time I get home.
All right, we have the Fighting Spartans are home against Rutgers -2.
This is they got to get a bowl game.
Yeah, the Spartans win this one.
They said they're -2.
Yeah, they win by 3.
They home?
Yeah,
Rutgers have anything to play for?
they lost last week,
So they're out?
and they should have won.
So they're just playing to spoil?
Yeah.
Give me the Rut Dogs.
I'll take Spartans. Who'd you take?
I took the Spartans.
Okay.
We're going to go to the Stones tonight at Memphis.
For the record, I picked Michigan State to cover last week, and they fucked me with Purdue. But
Stones are at Memphis Grizzlies, -9 Grizz.
ooh,
9?
Give me the Stones.
Yeah.
Give me the Stones to win straight up. Wait, tonight
Yeah.
No,
Okay, they're gonna
losing.
cover.
Pistons suck.
they're gonna cover, but they're not gonna win because I forgot Kate is out.
I'm taking the Grizz.
Well, that being said, the other night Jaden Ivey with the buzzer beater put the team on his back.
He did.
But
Flames,
they cover.
Wings tonight as well. The Wings are home since the Stones are on the road. Over, under the Devils number 6.
I've been very positive. I'm going over.
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 I've been cheering for fun.
And we're going to go to Saturday for the game.
Bam, 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 bam.
U of M is at Ohio State,
Spread?
and the spread is 20. That is too many points.
20?
20?
It's actually dropped. I'm proud of the bettors. It was opened at 23.5.
Still too many points.
Yeah.
Sorry. They've been playing very good football. Playing team stuff.
I wanted to take Michigan as my dog this week, but I'll just take him here.
I'm taking them too.
Okay. And rounding off tomorrow, the afternoon game, the Bears are at Ford Field against the Detroit Lions. -10.
They need 20.
Oh boy, it's right at the number that it should be. I think.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
I would like to say it's not, but we are coming off a short week and banged up.
I don't care.
Huh?
Caleb sucks. And Smith is going to make him his bitch. God, that was another sack total.
Give me the Lions, and they're going to cover it with my defensive touchdown.
Okay.
Who's
No
going to
matter
score it?
what, we're always on the Lions.
BB?
I think it's going to be Branch.
No matter what, we're always on the Lions. We took them -10. That is all three of us. Callie, over to you.
Oh, I forgot,
Lock and dog of the week.
forgot what those
Locks.
Last
and
week,
dogs.
I deleted who we had. It was 2 weeks ago. No one cares. It was a long time. But that being said, the first time, Josh went 2-0. I went 1-1 again. Duff went 0-2, and they were both 1-point losses. Josh's were both 1-point wins. It was a wild week for the locks and the dogs.
Double dubs. Who's winning that one?
Me and Duff both had our dog got routed. But current rankings, Josh 7-7.
We keep it 500.
I'm 6-8. Duff's 5-9. We were all tied going into last week, so it shifted a little bit. So
week for the big guy.
it started out. Josh, who's your lock this week?
Lock this week. I'm going to take the Bucks over the Panthers. Panthers blew their load last week against the Chiefs, and I think I love watching Baker.
Okay.
Let's
That's
do it.
fair. My
Duff,
lock of the week is the Manders against the Titans. The Titans blew their load, beating Houston.
Okay. My lock is I'm going over to college football Thursday night. Texas versus Texas A&M. I think Texas
Robinson.
takes Texas A&M out to the woodshed. It's a renewal of that rivalry, and
What's the spread on that?
I think it was like 5.5.
Damn.
So yeah, I think Texas
I'll take that.
puts
Yep.
a whooping on them.
I
So
like it.
So you guys know the line has moved since we've been in here. It is now 13.
for which one?
Kansas City, Vegas.
Okay.
So we got it in at 12.5.
Okay. And Josh, who's your dog?
My dog are the Pats over the Colts.
Okay.
Taking the Colts, got beat the fuck up last week. And I don't like the Pats at all.
I thought about that one.
They only have 3 wins, but I just, just feeling it. Feeling it.
Duff, who's your dog?
It's a couple thinkers on here.
That's a tough week for dogs.
It is, but I am going to go, again, I'm willing this into fruition, Miami.
I already knew.
beating
I almost
the
did it.
Pack.
I also the other one I almost went with was the Ravens to beat the Eagles. 'Cause
I think that's
going
gonna
to
happen.
But I didn't want to touch it here. My dog is actually, and it hurts me to say this because I'm betting against my boy Jim Harbaugh, but I was on the Falcons getting back on track this week, and the Chargers coming off an emotionally charged Ravens game, and they're playing in Atlanta. I think the Falcons find a way to squeak that one out. So, Falcons are my dog.
Making phone calls?
That's weird. That's weird.
I like it. So, big fucking week. Everyone's going to be stuffed to the fucking brim. Joyous on a dub from the Lions. Really, that second game sucks.
Yeah.
That's perfect for an afternoon nap.
I'm gonna load up heavy and take a nap.
Yeah, I'm going to put a couple SGPs in there just the only reason it's worth paying attention to.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
That's a shit game. That sucks. Is Dak done for the season?
Yes. Shut him down.
Yes.
I think he
and
could've
Trey
came-
Lance is still not playing.
That's the one thing. Let the guy play.
Well, did
Let
you hear why he's
boy
not?
watch?
Let
I don't know.
the boy.
You didn't hear
Did
why?
his parents force him a red shirt?
No, he has incentives based. Most of his salary is incentive based by how many plays he plays. So they're saying that's why he's not getting the start.
Yeah,
That's
that's a Jerry Jones move.
That's a fucking bullshit move there.
well.
Play him. What's the point of having him? If this is you got the rest of the season to figure out whether that dude's ever worth keeping on a roster.
Correct.
I mean,
you went and paid him
Yeah,
to come there.
Well, they also paid Dak, so
yeah, just wild.
What,
too.
are you nervous
Jerry-
he's going to be better than Dak?
Jerry's just doing
Jerry's
old
in
man
Jerry's
stuff.
world.
He's doing old man stuff, not making sense.
Yes.
But we got that going on. Thanksgiving, great holiday.
Yep.
Following up with Michigan, Ohio State, which, again, man, you win that game.
Changes.
Get that hair dyeing son of a bitch crying.
Yeah.
I think he's going to cry either way. If they win, he cries. If they lose, he cries.
He's a pussy.
I'm calling it.
I just really want them to show up. I really want it to be a game, and anything can happen from there. But yeah,
Where does Day rank on your most hated Ohio State coaches?
honestly, it's kind of like, where does CJ Stroud on my most hated Ohio State players? I'm used to beating him right now, so I don't hate him a whole lot. Now, if I were on the other side of it, it would feel differently. Like, I fucking hate his face. Like, I just don't think of him that much.
He's just like, he has a punchable face.
He does. It's the beard dye, the hair dye.
It's the same thing. Like,
And
I mean, when he started making fun of Lou Holtz, I was like, come on,
It's also,
dude. Like, what are you like?
a lot of people have twisted this
easy to make fun of.
Right.
a lot of people have twisted this Harbaugh quote over the last few years, but it really is the third base thing.
It is.
And the thing is, people are like, oh, Sharon started on third base. It isn't about starting on third base.
didn't, though.
It's about acting like it. So
Sharon started
Harbaugh's
in the bullpen.
but
Yeah.
Harbaugh's quote was, you were born on third and you act like you hit a triple. It isn't your control if you start on third. It's the acting like it.
And
So
that's-
Ryan Day acted like he
Well,
fucking
that's
got
the
that
thing.
program where
He
it was.
thinks that they're tough.
Yeah.
And they've been a fucking soft team.
Yeah,
But he brings up how tough they are in any interview.
Yeah.
It's just it's his demeanor, how he talks. Like,
I saw a thing on Dan Campbell yesterday, and it was Tiki Barber and another former player of a teammate of his in Texas A&M, and they were talking about why players buy into Dan Campbell so much, and they said it's because it's not lip service. Like, he is tough. He is everything you say to him. You can tell that it's genuine. You can tell that he means it, and it's easy for players to buy in. Ryan Day seems so like
a douchebag.
in those interviews. Again, we're tough. We're like, bro, you can try your hardest to speak it into existence, but until you show us,
Right.
We're a tough football
like,
team.
I
yeah.
mean,
You can't say that with your lip
And
quivering.
Urban didn't do that. Urban just beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah, he
And
let the
that's-
play speak.
and that sucked.
Yeah, Urban was unreal.
But to go on your point though, if you guys have time, go back and look at any of Campbell's speeches where you're like, this guy's fucking crazy,
Yep.
and look at it now, and
Yep.
you're like, he's spot fucking on.
There's a reason the
Like,
players bought in.
when they were 1-6, and he's like, we're a fucking couple plays, we're this and that, we just got to keep doing it, keep where we're at, and boom, it flipped, and they're 30-8 since then.
Yeah, I think
it's wild.
the thing I watched compared Campbell to McDonald down in Miami, and they said McDonald is a quirky guy. He's an interesting guy, but he embraces it, and that's what he is, and his players love him for it. Now, if McDonald tried to be Campbell or vice versa, like,
Right.
it would be different. Like,
You got to be who
you're
you
not
are.
a tough guy.
You got to
dude.
be who you fucking are.
So I think it's just being genuine.
Yeah,
So,
and they made a comment about being a donkey. I don't know if you heard that reference, tight end.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're not a
Yeah.
you're
You're
not
blocking.
catching the ball, and that's
You're a
he's like
blocker.
that's what Campbell was, and all this stuff.
At every level too.
And he knows that's what he was. That was his position, and I just he knows who he is. He stands for what he stands for, and it's I'm just excited.
I am too. We're all very excited. We are going to wrap this episode up. We hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your families. Eat lots. And as always, Josh is partying if you're watching us right now.
Bro, how come I
Josh
never
is
does
having
anything
a party
cool?
right now.
Come on.
None of us can make it work for whatever reason.
Hell, this is
Josh
bullshit.
is a superstar of the show, per usual.
Come on, man.
But like we said, please have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And always, as always, go blue, go Lions, forward down the field. Yeah! All right. See you guys.
To win it, I'm all in. I might call my cousin blood, but we ain't
Come on.
You think of jumping, man, you best think again. The dirty
Come on.
man,
Mine doesn't
go
work.
for revenge. Had some not so nice friends. Kick the door off the hinge. Take the door off your bins. Pop for your friends, man, please. This shit ain't cynical. Man, no subliminal. I'm physical, financial, and mental to be a general. Hey, the mama claims she want a soldier. Not the type be in the tank, but in that Rover. Man, please, I'm in the zone like AIDS full blown. I'm killing it like a blind man reading. I'm feeling it like, oh yeah, here comes the